What's going on, girlies? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are someone who is trying to lose fat, feel confident in a bikini, and build healthy habits that actually fit into your lifestyle, but you're struggling with knowing where to start, how to stay consistent, and feel like you have to cut things out or starve yourself in order to see results, this video is literally made for you. Because today I wanted to break down how my client Lauren lost 20 pounds in 6 months without giving up her favorite foods or spending hours in the gym. Who is it?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You too.
What are you doing?
Just coming down to get my meal that you cooked me.
Well, we live in Canada and we don't have cool things like chobani, which we were able to get sometimes in Mexico, but it's an American brand, I think. I actually don't know. I could be completely wrong when I say that. Correct me. It was in Mexico, but I think that chobani is not US. I think it's from somewhere else. I don't know. If anyone knows, tell me in the comments. But it's so good. Their creamer for their coffee is so good because it's got little ingredients and it just tastes absolutely amazing. But you can't find it here in Canada. So closest thing to it I've found is this natural stuff, which only has 5 ingredients, milk being the first ingredient, which is great. Sugar, cream, and then natural flavors and gelin gum. Oh well. But anyways, it froths really, really nicely. Check this out. But look at this froth. That's so nice. And then it pours so good into the coffee. Got the maple pecan flavor. Ooh. So if you want real, doable results without the BS, then stick around because I'm also gonna be sharing the #1 mindset shift that Lauren had that actually just changed everything for her. So my girl Lauren, she really wanted to focus on fat loss specifically in her tummy area. She said she wanted to work on a lot of things, but if she had to pick a few, it was kind of like working on her upper body to tone, kind of get more definition in her biceps, obviously see some booty gains, and just a more defined back. But I want to read what she said to me like the very first time we ever talked. She said she wanted to wake up and try to become the best version of herself, matching how she felt on the inside and how she looked on the outside. So she felt like there was just not a connection. Like on the inside, she felt good and like loved herself, but on the outside it just didn't match like the reflection she saw in the mirror. She wanted the success of just like looking at herself in a very positive light and feeling better in her own skin, knowing that she can accomplish way more than where she's at in this current moment, and that's what drives her and that's what motivated her to kind of get going. Having the accountability of someone watching everything, checking in with her, giving her the actual tools that she needed to be successful was something that was missing, right? But nothing ever stuck for her. Like she felt super overwhelmed, really tired, and honestly just like really frustrated with where she was at and her body. She didn't want to feel restricted. She didn't want to have to give things up. She said that she had a sweet tooth that like felt like it took over for her all the time. And she wanted to learn how to work with that all while making progress and not having to spend a ton of time in the gym because she didn't have time. She worked 2 really full-time jobs and needed to show up for her partner, needed to show up for her family, needed to show up for herself, so she just didn't have time to be spending hours and hours at the gym. So it's exactly what we did. So as soon as Lauren joined the program, we started working together to build a routine and a system that worked for her and actually made her feel really good and not burnt out, starting with her training program. So this is what the training program looked like for her with all of her workouts, all of the weeks that she completed in the program, but it was a custom strength-based program with workouts that were designed for her busy lifestyle to help her build muscle, but also burn fat and finally feel confident in the gym, no matter what level she was at. So you can see we started off with full body, lower body, upper body, of course with some core in there. And as the weeks kind of progressed throughout, we changed that up to reflect what she actually had time for. So full body, lower body, and upper body, again, kind of having that good split where she was doing cardio, but also the strength training workouts as well. As you can see, Lauren was an absolute badass at checking everything off in her calendar. Like, look at how complete everything is. Everything is checked off. She was actually crushing every single aspect of her cardio, her training, and of course tracking her metrics that she did the entire time she was in the program. So the best part about this was she wasn't following random workouts anymore. Her program was actually designed to help her progress, help her get stronger, and actually be able to track it so that she knew whether or not she was progressing. And then only training 3, maybe 4 times a week sometimes, depending on what her schedule looked like, allowed her to start building her body, not shrink it. We focused on training for confidence versus training for punishment, and really just for fat loss and building muscle specifically. And that is what helped her burn fat, but also be able to keep it off because she built lean muscle mass as well. Okay, I'm just about to make some lunch. I'm going to be making my hyperfixation meal right now. And listen, I know I'm late to the party with this one because I'm making the like viral sweet potato, cottage cheese, ground beef, avocado bowl. But it's just so good and I can't stop eating it. But I know it's been popular for a while and I literally just got on the train now, so don't judge me for that. But I wanted to talk about the second thing that Lauren and I worked on, and it was a big part of why she saw the results that she did. I am a firm believer that nutrition is like 90% of your results. Any results that you see physically, even the way you feel mentally, emotionally, comes from the food that you put in your body. Whether you're losing fat, whether you're building muscle, knowing exactly what you're putting in your body, how much you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your body has a direct correlation with the results that you see. So a lot of the women that I work with, they come to me struggling with knowing what to eat, knowing how much to eat, knowing if they're eating the right thing in order to see the goals that they want to. And a lot of the times you feel like you need to cut things out, or you need to like go on a certain diet like paleo or keto or intermittent fasting or something like that in order to see results. And that is just simply not true. Yes, those things can absolutely work, and they do work for a lot of people. But if you are looking for more sustainability within your routine and like having this be just part of your lifestyle forever, cutting things out, it's not the play, girl. It is just not the play. So Lauren felt like she didn't want to cut anything out. She's been on these restrictive diets before. She had a sweet tooth. She wanted to kind of like learn how to work around that within her nutrition, but obviously learn how to eat properly for her goals of fat loss and building muscle and what that could look like on a day-to-day basis.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Of course, to lose fat, you do need to be in a calorie deficit, which Lauren absolutely understood that, and we knew that going into it. But I think that a lot of women specifically overestimate the amount of calories they need to cut out of their diet and think that a calorie deficit needs to be like 1,000 calories a day, 1,200 calories a day, 1,500 calories a day, just like as little amount of food as possible. And a lot of the times they get the macros really incorrectly, and it doesn't help them at all. So for example, when Lauren first came to me, what I have all of my clients do is just track what they're currently eating. So they just, no judgment, they track exactly what they've been eating for the last however many months, and I kind of look at it and actually adjust or tweak and explain to them exactly what I see and exactly what needs to be fixed in order for them to see results. And 99% of the time, the girls will come to me and they're not eating enough protein. They're probably eating around like 50 grams of protein a day, extreme amounts of carbohydrates up in the 200 grams a day. Fat probably varying a little bit high as well, because a lot of takeout food, a lot of foods you get from restaurants just naturally have that. And if you're eating out a lot, that's naturally what you're going to be consuming, and what your macros are going to look like. So when Lauren came to me, she tracked all of her food. That's kind of exactly what we found. She was under eating, so she was only consuming around like maybe like 1,400 calories a day, and every single day her protein was super low, her carbs were super high, her fat was super high. So what we needed to work on was just leveling everything out. So the first thing we actually did was started eating more food. We started gradually increasing her calories, not immediately up to 1,800 calories or whatever, but we slowly increased it so that her metabolism could start working a little bit faster. And she actually started losing weight right away by eating more and of the right things. We started balancing out her macros way more, so eating way more protein, balancing out the carbs, balancing out the fat, so that her body actually knew what was coming. It was very consistent, and she was getting the nutrients that she needed in order for her body to like relax a little bit. Her body was in super high stress mode because it wasn't getting the fuel it needed in order to perform the day-to-day tasks that she was asking it to. But also continuing to follow the 80-20 rule. So 80% of Lauren's diet was whole nutrient dense foods that was going to support her in getting closer to her goals. And 20% of that was more fun, maybe processed foods, eating out, going for brunch with the girls. Because first of all, you never want to lose your sanity when you're going on a journey like this. And it is such a big mental piece to still have that freedom, still have that variety, all while seeing results. But then also teaches you how you can incorporate the things that you love in your diet without sacrificing seeing results. So Lauren was eating pasta, she was eating chocolate, she was eating ice cream every single week and still got the insane results that she did, because she learned how to balance everything out and learned where the line of moderation was, when to cross it, but when to come back. Okay, y'all, we made it to the gym. And if you are in Calgary, by the way, if you're in Calgary or you're in the surrounding area of Calgary, I need you to please check out The Realm. It is the most insane gym I've ever been to. The fact that this is like my regular gym that I will be coming to all the time actually blows my mind. Like, hold on, just like look at this. It's not even done yet, and it's so big. Uh-oh, look who it is. The lighting is insane. There is every single machine you could probably ever ask for in this gym. And to be honest, sometimes I feel like I don't even belong here because there are some insanely in good shape people here. And it's just gonna keep pushing me harder. It's a good thing. We're doing a glutes and hamstrings workout today. We just finished barbell hip thrust. We did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And then we just did sumo deadlifts, 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets. So my glutes are already on fire. I'm already so out of breath. And there is still, I think, like 4 or 5 more exercises to go. So my coach is really trying to help me shape these little peaches because holy smokes is she putting me through it. So you guys, I'm dying at this sign. Look it, we get it, you deadlift, now re-rack so we can too. When Lauren and I first started working together, she really struggled with the all or nothing mentality where like if she made one mistake, if she ate one off meal, if she had one weekend that wasn't like actually perfect, missed a workout, you know the drill. If any of that actually happened, she felt like she had to start from scratch. She basically felt that everything she had already put into her journey didn't matter anymore because she made a mistake. So that constant like restarting cycle or giving up when things got really hard was really preventing her from moving forward and from actually seeing the results that she deserved. She was working so hard, but like something wasn't clicking for her. So we did a lot of mindset work. It was a lot of learning how to push through those hard moments and like rewiring her brain so that she didn't feel like every time she messed up, it meant she needed to start from the beginning. It was just a little bit of a slip up. We keep moving forward, and learning how to like let go of those things and just keep going forward was truly like the game changer for her in actually seeing results. I think that's why a lot of women struggle to see results, is because they just don't have someone holding them accountable. They don't have someone who's there who is basically has their emotions detached from the entire situation. So not a best friend, not a boyfriend, not a girlfriend who can keep you accountable. People usually think that that's going to work, but it never actually does because your emotions get brought into it. It takes away the like guessing game from everything. You can have a plan laid out for you. You can have someone who looks at everything objectively and tells you exactly what you need to keep doing, but exactly what you need to stop doing in order to make the progress that you want to see. So listen, if you are going to take absolutely anything from this video, if you are on a weight loss journey of your own and you're kind of struggling to figure out what you need to do, take these couple of things. First thing is to stop viewing food as like eating clean or feeling like you need to restrict yourself in order to see results. The sooner that you can get away from like the I need to eat clean 100% of the time and can't have any of the things that I like, and transition into a balanced diet that is 80% whole nutrient dense foods and 20% the things that you love, I promise you it's going to feel so much easier and you're actually going to start to fuel your body properly, so it's going to react the way that you want it to. Second thing is to stop being afraid of the weight section of the gym. Listen, I know I'm on the stairs right now because I still need to get some form of cardio in, but resistance training with weights is the best way that you can lose fat and build muscle at the exact same time and get stronger in the process. So if you are a beginner in the gym or you aren't sure exactly what you need to do, I'm gonna put a little workout split that you can steal on the screen here just to get started, but it's super important to follow a structured plan that helps you progress
focus is on progressive overload so you can actually build muscle instead of doing whatever you feel like in the gym. Trust me, I wasted so much time doing whatever I wanted in the gym and got absolutely nowhere with it. And finally, understanding that your mindset is actually probably the biggest thing that you need to work on in a fat loss journey. The way that you view food, the way that you view your body, the way that you even view the journey itself, getting rid of that all or nothing mentality is crucial for you to actually see results. Now, if you've watched this far and you're still feeling unsure of what you're supposed to do in order to start seeing results, there is a link in the description below to work with me. Check out the Empower Her program, see what it's all about, see how I can help you in your goals, whether that is fat loss, muscle building, or just building healthy habits that will help sustain your lifestyle for the rest of your life. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Love ya. Bye.